Hey, what's going on, guys? Today we're going to be unboxing the HG Build Divers Grimoire Red Beret. Now, this is a kit I'm pretty looking forward to because actually the kit that this is based off of, obviously the Grimoire from the HG Reconguista in G line, was a kit that I always wanted to build, but I just never really got around to. The Reconguista in G line, not very good by any standards. There's a couple kits I think that were kind of okay, but it's generally not very great. But this kit did look really cool, and I actually heard from plenty of people who did build it that it was actually a pretty enjoyable kit, so I'm looking forward to checking out this version of it. There are aspects of this version that I do like over the original, and there are aspects of this version of the kit that I don't like over the original. But we'll talk more about that all in the review. Anyway, let's get on with the unboxing. The box right here, pretty cool, pretty standard here. You can see just the main unit, but then we also see the extra little kind of mobiles. They're not really funnels, they're kind of like mini mores. Yeah, that's what they're called. So anyway, you can see those flying along there. Those are just remote operated little assist units, I guess, that can also carry knives. So we get 3 heads, 3 knives in with this kit, and a pretty cool weapon and a backpack to keep your extra heads in. So that's a lot of cool stuff right there, but it's actually not the limit of its gimmicks. It does have more built in, so we'll take a look at all of that. Anyway, as always, huge thank you to USA Gundam Store for supplying me with this kit to share with you guys. Do check the link to their site down below. Shop with them, use that coupon code, and enjoy. So this kit is number 3, but it's actually the 4th kit in the line. Going around here onto the bottom, we can see some more about the gimmicks. One of the main other gimmicks that it does have is the scissor claws. The front of the legs kind of open up and has these little claws here. I don't really care for that at all. It looks kind of stupid, and those parts just look very cheap. I'm not really too big of a fan of that. When that's closed though, I mean, the legs look okay, but I actually kind of just prefer the look of the original legs, really, to be honest. Again, the assault rifle can be broken down into a few different parts. Like when it's all together, it just makes a big assault rifle, but then you can break it down into like a little handgun, a little grenade launcher, and kind of a Uzi sort of looking weapon. So that's pretty cool. And then just once again, the mini mores there. And apparently the name of the backpack is the Minimore Sack. That's a pretty unfortunate translation. I think probably calling it Minimore Pack or something like that would have been much more appropriate for Western audiences. But I guess a little bit of Japanese lesson for you guys. A word in Japanese for backpack is ruksak, which is, I guess, just a Japanese version of the word rucksack. Where do they use rucksack? I don't know. We don't really use it in the US where I'm from, though. But so I'm guessing that that's why they named this sack instead of pack. But anyway, and then here's a little bit more about the other kits in the line, all utilizing the tilt rotor pack. I don't think I'm going to review the tilt rotor pack, honestly. I'm not really too into it, but you can use that with a bunch of different kits, including this one. It's kind of made for this kit. Here we have on the other side just painted images of the kit, front and back. It does look quite nice. I think the colors are pretty cool. Some have noted that the colors seem to be kind of a throwback to Scope Dogs, another series or like property that I'm not really too familiar with, but I get the reference. We got some information here in Japanese and English about the mobile suit, a little blurb there about this series, and the list price for this is 1,800 yen. Not too bad. I don't remember the list price of the original kit, but if I had to guess, I would say probably around 1,400 yen. So we've got our foil stickers here, a bunch of gray parts. That's all new, it looks like. These parts are not new though. Some dark green, some light green, all still nothing new with that. But here we have one of the extra heads. There's the blue head, and there's the red head. And then we do have some clear parts, and some more gray parts, and some more dark green parts. Okay, so getting into the manual, it's the box art there at the top. On the bottom, we've got some artwork here for the mobile suits and the pilot, Rommel. Once again, that as well is all in Japanese and English. If you want to read that, you can check that out. Just a little bit of information there about him. On the back here, obviously, the material gunpla is the original Grimoire. The new colors are cool, but actually, I'm really more of a fan of the original colors. That brown and tan is a very unique color scheme, and I can appreciate that a little bit more. But anyway, just more information here about the different weapons and gimmicks, everything like we saw on the outside of the box, but now there's some more supplemental information about that if you want to read that. Again, mentioning about the other kits in the line, and then over here our color list here, paint list, with the exact mixtures there listed in Japanese and English. Okay, let's get into our parts list here. So as this is reusing runners and replacing some parts, we do have some X-off parts. We'll have a whole bunch of leftover parts here from the A and B runners there. Construction here is going to start off with the body and the head. It actually doesn't tell you to build the head 3 times, but I assume the construction is exactly the same, but we'll just build the other 2 later on. Then onto the arms, the upper body is done, the legs, the waist, and then the whole mobile suit is done, and then the backpack. And then back around to our color pages where we're building the mini-mores here, and then that's pretty much it, just how to equip them into the backpack. And then the weapons here, of course, have to build those, and then how to equip those, and then our knives. So our knives are unfortunately just molded in completely the wrong colors, but that is why we paint, right? And then of course the scissor claw. So yeah, that opens up, not really the most difficult thing to figure out, but thank you for that, Bandai. Let's get a look at the runners. Okay, so here is our foil sticker sheet for this. As you can see, it looks kind of large, but it's actually quite minimal. These foil stickers here are just for going in behind the eyes on the 3 different heads, and then one little circle one there for the camera, and then one little kind of long blue one there for the smile kind of on the front of the chest, and then just the 3 little white stars there. I think you're only supposed to use 1, so you'll have extras that you can put on other places on the kit, I guess, whatever, if you want. PC002 for our standard gray polycaps. Okay, and then here we've got runner A1 from the original Grimoire kit, obviously. And the original kit, this would have been dark brown. Now it's just a kind of dark green color. One interesting thing, though, is it's a pretty matte finish on it. It's a kind of interesting finish to this plastic. We have runner A2, which is a copy of this section here. And just for reference, the original Grimoire kit came out in 2014, so it's really only just a few years old. Not too bad. That said, just because the kit came out in 2014 doesn't mean that it's going to be on par with other HG kits that were coming out in the same year. After all, this was from the Reconguista in G line. So once again, anyway, this is runner B1. This is in the lighter green color, very similar to like a light green color we often see in like Zaku's. Also sort of reminds me of the Turn A version of the Kapul. It's a very similar light green color, and maybe the ball shape is also contributing to that. But anyway, we also have runner B2 as well for this copy of this section here. Then we got runner D1 here for one of the mini-mores. This would obviously be the dark blue version. It's very dark, a little bit darker than I think I would have liked it to be, but hey, that's what we got. And then one of the knives there are on there as well. And then we got runner E1, and one thing I should have mentioned about the D runner is also from the original kit, but this is our first of the new runners for this kit. So runner E1 is specifically marked Grimoire RB, standing for Red Beret, obviously. So here's our red head, red shoulder armor, and interesting to note that they actually give you 2 of that red shoulder armor. Now it's only pictured with 1, so if we had, for example, 2 of this runner and we had an extra, that would be okay. But we have an extra, but it's put intentionally on there, so they just kind of give you the option of whether you want to have 1 of these red shoulder bits on there or 2. And then we've got runner E2, which is also a new part for this kit. Now, I'm not sure about the original kit, but I imagine maybe with the original kit, it was just a single tiny little runner with just a single little clear part on it, maybe, probably, with the original Grimoire. But in this case, since we need 3, instead of giving us 3 of that one, they just gave us a new runner here. They just fit it onto a new runner with 3 of the exact same part for the lenses for the heads. And then we got runner F1, obviously another new runner for this kit with all of these gray parts here for the backpack and weapons parts. And we've also got runner F2, which is just a copy of this section here. And finally, runner G1 here, we've got parts for the 3rd head, side skirts, a couple more new parts there around for the kit, including new parts for the feet and the legs. And then we've got runner G2 here for a copy of this half of the runner, and that's it. All right, so that is it for the unboxing, guys. Like I said, I know what the story is with these high guard Reconguista and G kits, so I know not to get my hopes up too much. But like I said, I've heard that this is definitely one of the better ones, so I'm keeping my mind open, and I like some of the new things that they've done with this. Some cool new gimmicks, and it's always nice to have some fun gimmicks to work with on these HGs. So that's it for this unboxing video, guys. I'll see you up next with the review. If you guys do have any other further questions and comments, as always, leave those down below. Thanks so much for watching, guys. See you next time. Bye-bye. Hey! Thanks for watching, guys. Remember, if you want to check the kit out for yourself, you can head over to USA Gundam Store. Use that coupon code ZakuAurelius10. Save yourself 10%. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time. Bye-bye.